Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a good eye makeup look for if on days that maybe you wake up and you have really puffy eyes. When I was in New York with my mom, one morning I woke up and my eyes were really puffy, and so I kind of had to play around, and so I came up with some ideas and looks and stuff to help combat that and to help kind of hide maybe the fact that your eyes are puffy. And I don't know, I ate a piece of pizza right before bed. Maybe that's what caused it, which that's a whole other problem in and of itself. Probably don't do that, but I don't know if it was like the salt from that, or maybe I didn't have my normal pillow that puts my head at its normal height. I don't know what the problem was, but I woke up with really puffy eyes, and so this is a look really similar to the one that I did, and I felt like I didn't notice them anymore once I had kind of got my makeup on. And so anyways, I kind of give you some tips and stuff on how to deal with that if you woke up, maybe you had a night of crying or something, and your eyes are a little bit puffy the next morning. So anyways, here are some tips and tricks to help you combat that. And thank you so much for watching, and we can go ahead and get started. Thanks! Hey! Okay, so the first thing that you want to remember when you're working with your eyes and they're being a little bit puffy is you kind of want to avoid doing a lot of crease work. So kind of what I mean by that is you want to almost make your whole lid the same color, but then just give it a little bit of dimension. So when I do stuff like this, I really like to go in with these Color Tattoo eyeshadow pots by Maybelline. So this is the color Pomegranate Punk. And it's just kind of like a shimmery-ish raspberry color. This is going to act like a base and as an eyeshadow all in one. So I just like to go in with my finger. And you don't have to be really precise with this because you're going to kind of just go in and blend it out. Okay, so that's just kind of on there, but it's nice and sloppy. Okay, so then to kind of blend it out and kind of add the dimension that I was talking about, I'm going to use this palette. This is the Patty Dubroff palette, Perfect palette, and I got this at Costco. I really love this palette, so if you can still get your hands on it, it's a really fun, perfect palette just filled with pretty shimmery neutrals and kind of matte color neutrals. So you can do tons of different looks with this, and I really like it. So the color that I'm going to be grabbing is this darker Wood Rose right here. And it's kind of like a purpley brown shimmery color. And then I'm grabbing this kind of small brush, and I'm going to use that just to kind of blend out the edges of that. Because the edges from where I just put on that kind of cream shadow were really harsh. So I'm going to use that just to kind of blur out those edges, I guess. In fact, I'll zoom in so you can see this part. Okay, and then see how that just kind of blended out the edges and made them a little bit softer? I'm definitely not done blending yet, but that kind of added a little bit more dimension, gave it just a little bit softer of a look. So the next color that I'm going to grab is this color Oasis right here. And that's a matte kind of camel brown color. And I'm going to use this, I'll zoom back in again, to blend out that color that I just put in there. And then see how that just gives that gradient between kind of all those colors. And I'm using that kind of light brown color to go right in the inner corner too. The brush that I'm using is the Sigma Tapered Blending Brush. It's the E35. It just looks like this. Okay, and then to give my brow bone a little bit of highlight, I'm going to go in with these two lighter colors. What's that one called? Oh, Bear and Parfait. And I'm just going to kind of mix those two, and then I'll zoom back in again. And I'm just putting those right underneath that brow bone. And I'm mixing that pink kind of color so that the white isn't too harsh of a white. And then I just kind of blend that in a little bit more. Okay, so then another tip for when you're dealing with puffy eyes is you want to do, instead of like a really winged liner type thing, you want to do kind of just smudgy, smoky liner. So I'm going to be using this Jordana Easy Liner. Just any black eyeliner pencil will work. And all I'm doing is I'm just going to smudge this, just sloppy, right along my lash line. This just really does not have to be precise because we're going to smoke it out. And you want to really push it right in the roots of your lashes. And then if you want though, you can still give yourself a little wing. Wings never hurt nobody, right? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, so then from that same palette, any of the dark colors will work. I'm probably going to go in with Vapor and a little bit of Wood Rose. Probably just kind of mix those two together. And then I'm just grabbing this really teeny brush, and I'm just going to kind of pat this along that. But you know, those are actually a little bit lighter than what I'm wanting. And so I'm going to go in instead with the black color. Raven. Kind of defined, like that there is a line there, but I just want it like really kind of smudgy and smoky. So I am still kind of using those shimmery colors that I pointed out earlier, but I'm also mixing them with that just flat black color. And I am bringing that all the way into my inner corner. Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes, put on my mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so here's the part that I guess gets a little bit different and sounds a little bit backwards. So we basically have just done a smoky eye on top. We've kept things really smoky, really blended, not a lot of like variation, just kind of real slow, soft gradients between colors, kind of kept everything dark and uniform. Now, for a typical smoky eye, I would tell you, you know, smoke out the bottom, just make it big and smoky. But when you're dealing with puffy eyes, you want to kind of do all of your smokiness on top, but then you want to do all the tricks on bottom that really make your eyes look bigger. So I'm going to go in my lower waterline with a light color. So I'm going to use, this one's actually like pure white. So this is I use these all the time, the Jordana 12-Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil, and this is in the color Eternal White. And then since it's kind of like an eyeshadow base, I kind of just run it like where I'm going to put eyeshadow too. Okay, and then I just kind of use my finger to blend it out. Okay, so then going back into that same palette that I've been using, I'm going to mix the color Oasis right here with this one right above it. What is that called? Oh, sorry, Praline and Oasis. So I'm going to kind of mix those two colors with just this really teeny brush. And I'm just going to really, with a really light, soft hand, just kind of blend that in the lower, like outer third of my eye. Well, maybe lower outer half. And I am, I mean, I'm doing it pretty light-handed, but I am bringing it down, like, past those little creases that I get. And then, I mean, see, you can already see the difference, how this side just looks bigger and more open than this one. Okay, so then for that inner part of my eye, I'm going to grab a highlight color. So this is the Wild and Radiant palette, and this is from BH Cosmetics. It's just kind of a like highlighting palette. And I'm going to just grab kind of just any of these really, but I'll probably grab that one and that one. And I'm going to put that kind of in that lower inner corner. Okay, I'm going to put some mascara on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with mascara on, so I will give you a little clip of the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a nice day, and I will see you next time. Bye!